Okay, so here we are, we're solving the second equation, and we're using our properties of algebra. So the first thing is I'm going to get rid of the parentheses. So that would be the distributive property. Okay, so I'll write a little algebra proof here. I'm just going to tell why, the logic behind what each step. So here I'm going to distribute the 3 and the negative 2. So that gives me 6x minus 3. The negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, and negative 2 times positive 4, oops, I forgot my x, 6x. And then negative 2 times positive 4 would be negative 8, and that all equals 11x. Okay, so that was the distributive property to get to the green equation, from the original to the green equation. How did I get to the green equation? The distributive property. So now I'm going to combine like terms. You always tidy up each side by combining like terms if you can, because it reduces your steps. And so I notice over here I've got 6x minus 6x, right? Well, that is actually combining, that's tricky because, you know, combining like terms is actually this distributive property. Distributive property, okay? Combining like terms that's the distributive property. It goes backwards and forwards. So I'm using the distributive property again, and then also, so 6x minus 6x is 0 x's, right? And 0 times x, right, that's a 0 property, so that actually goes away. That's 0. And then now my other thing I can combine here is the negative 3 and negative 8, right? If I have numbers, they're like terms, and so negative 3, I lost 3, then I lost 8, so that I've lost 11. Okay. And then over here, it's still just 11x. So, 2 things to do there, and then now, again, I want to get the x by itself, and I've got this 11 stuck to it. Okay, so that means times, that means 11 times x. So I'm going to divide by 11, all right, always doing the inverse property. So I'm going to divide by 11, that's the division property, right? I'm dividing of equality, division property of equality, I'm dividing both sides by 11. Well, why? Because that's the inverse. And then what that gives me is the identity, right? One number divided by itself is 1, and then 1 times x, that's the identity property. 1 times x is x, right? That's the identity property, and number, anything times 1 is that same thing. And then negative 11 divided by 11 is negative 1. And now I've got x by itself, so it's really easy to see that the solution to this equation would be negative 1. Right? X has to be negative 1. If x is negative 1, then that's true. Right? So that means that makes all these other ones true. These other equations true. And so if I do negative 1, store x, all right, and then type out this original equation, and substitute negative 1 in for x, okay, and if I get 1, that equals true. And so I know that this is my right answer. That's how I can check my work. You can always check your work using the store button. Okay, excellent. Good work.